बिकॉज़
Yes.
कितने
फैल गया
हो गए हैं, ऑफिस हो गए।
एक ही सेकंड में दो गाड़ी इंगेज किया है, एक बड़ी और एक छोटी। ये ले लीजिए। हाँ सर। और इसके बाद वाला काफ़ी देर लीजिए, ये वाला काफ़ी देर लीजिए।
Now the first thing we have is the lighting of the lamp. Turnout of close to 50 people, I'm told, 50 people of the batch. Considering that in 75 we had under 300 members in each batch, this is a very, very good number. And over the last 40 years, I am sure you would have seen lots of things happen. When you came back here, you would have seen that this campus is hardly recognizable, particularly for those who haven't been coming in between. This reunion for this year is the most recent in a large number of reunions we have had. We have had the 20th, the 25th, 30th, 35th, 45th as well. Now we have the 40th, and then we have the 50th as well. And every time I see people from a different slice of time, and I see how their thoughts are shaped differently from people of 5 years younger or 10 years older batches. So the Alumni Association has taken it upon themselves to arrange these reunions on a approximately 5-year basis. This, however, depends upon the respective batches taking interest. But if we can maintain this momentum, then every batch will get to come here once every 5 years and take a look at their alma mater. Now I'll like to call our batch coordinator, Mr. Anshu Das, to address, and that will be followed by a 1-minute silence for the departed batchmates, the list of which he has.
Thank you, Mr. Venkatesh, and I welcome Deputy Director Dr. Ajit Chakravarti. Thank you for coming and being present, and all our fellow batchmates and their ever beautiful and loving wives, which is very important. I think one of the reasons we come from this batchmate is that we get to meet all the family and the wives and how well they've kept themselves in the last 40 years. Plus they kept us really well. So that's why we have been able to come here. So like last 35th year, I didn't know that I had to speak because I thought this time Baldev, who has been doing all the work, but I have a label called the coordinator, and Baldev has done everything to get all of us here. He runs our own user group, but he is a very polite and very docile person. So whenever a little bit of aggression is required to get hold of all the batchmates, so I have to do the comments. so I have done that, and the thing is that since I am not absolutely prepared, so this 5 minutes I have to speak. So I will start by the impressions which I have, and I will always request all the batchmates who have not been able to come here, this is one occasion which I have attended the 25th year, 35th year, 40th, and if there are 50th, if I'm there, I will definitely come with my walking sticks and whatever assistance I can muster at that time. But it's really worth it. I mean, it's coming back to the campus, and the joy starts when we get into the train, meeting all the friends. 25th year was a bit different because that is the time we again reunited, because internet had just started and we found all our batchmates and we haven't seen them for a long time. So it was a great, and we took Shatabdi that time in the morning from Delhi, and we never sat, we just moved around. So as I see that over the years, the first year it was gathering, everyone chatted, talked, and then this year we all booked into our sleeping coaches, and 12 o'clock, 12:30, have to go to bed type things. So, but we have been bullying, we have been enjoying and interacting with ourselves quite a lot. And I really want to thank you for welcoming us like this. Lalita has done a fantastic job. She's been obviously they have been calling us, they have been requesting us. So we asked her, because a lot of the batches asked me about this, when do we pay? We are trying to send money through credit card, it's not taking, what will happen? So I called Lalita, can we come back and come here and pay you? She said, sir, you need to come here, If you don't pay, it's still okay, you just come here. I said, no, we are a large batch that time, but our guys, they will pay, or I'll make sure that they pay. So, I know we'll run away, but it's really worth it in the sense as the bus entered the campus, we are age just drops, 40 years, 45 years, we're still there chatting, and it's wonderful. We went around the campus. The new campus is really fantastic, I think. And I was feeling, we had our own fun those days, but now with the modern facility, all this lights and all this, I think people who get in now is very, very lucky. And we come here to interact with the students. We want more students to talk to us, so that we can share our experiences with them. I just have a nice time with them. So I want to thank all of you. I want to thank the ladies for taking the, look at this, they say that I know we'll go there, you guys will only talk about this in the old times and we'll get bored. But let me assure you that they really don't get bored. They network themselves and they form such a good club. Like after the 25th year, they form their own club and they meet more often than us. So now what we'll do is that I will read out the names of the batchmates who are not with us. And I think all of us feel very deeply about them. And our heart really goes out for them and their family. And we'll observe a minute's silence after that. Every year we have a discrepancy on the count and the names. So this time Baldev and I maintain a thing in our thing, and I thought that was communicated with Alumni Association, but there were some changes. So if there are some mistakes, please, if you're still alive, please raise your hand. Because last time it happened, because there was a list and that person was not here, but I knew that she was very much among us. But all of them who are physically not with us are still with us. So these are the people who are with us somewhere and we will meet up. The name is in alphabetical order. So Ajay Sharma, Ajit Yashwant Ranade, Akhil Kumar Srivastava, Amarnath Radhagopalan, Anil Vasudeva, Arvind Kumar Jain, Benjamin Jacob. He is the first one to leave us, 1975. Bhupendra Raja, C.P. Ramakrishnan, very recent. Devashish Bagchi, Dilip Soni, Gurmeet Singh Soni, Gyan Singh, Jaishankar Shankaran, Rajiv Ghide, Rajesh Dalal, Rajesh Kumar, Rakesh Singh Sareen, Rajiv Kumar, there is two Rajiv Kumars, he is a single person. Sailesh Mukherjee, Samir Hora, Sanjeev Bhargav, Satish Saraf, Shakil Siddiqui, Shyamlal Rastogi, Subhash Mehrotra, Sue Desai, Sunil Cogneri, Rajesh Chand Jain, and Tapan Kumar Chatterjee. 29 of us are not here. Anyway, I'll be up to that. Suresh Chand Jain, yeah, second class, I read out. And we'll observe a minute silence. Someone can thank me.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Very warm, sunny day outside. Looking forward to the spring season. On behalf of the Institute, it's my pleasure to welcome the 40th year reunion of the class of 1975. We are truly delighted to find you here. We would have been happier if the number was even more, but I think 50 itself is a good number. This batch is special in many ways, or batches of the 70s are special in several ways. And one of the ways is that the people who are in IITK nowadays, who are running the administration, teaching, doing work, none of them have seen what you have seen. Or at least most of us have not seen what you have seen. We have not seen the IITK of 70s. We have not seen or lived or experienced IITK in that time. So we would like to hear from you, we would like to know from you, your reminiscences, your experiences, what you find at that time which you don't find now, how you find the campus different, how do you find the student life different. In one major way, the student life has changed, and it is already mentioned briefly. The amenities and the facilities that the students enjoy in the campus are much, much more than what you would have enjoyed at your time. In fact, I would urge you to take a stroll towards the hostel area, especially during the evening time or the night time, and you would get to see the kind of facilities that we have in the campus now for our students. You should also visit the new SAC. In fact, old SAC is going to become history. The SAC of your times is going to become history because we are not going to use it for purposes other than student activities.
You had no SAC.
We had no SAC.
We began shortly after.
SAC came in 75, just after the left.
Okay, so you have not seen the SAC, so you're not going to miss it.
I will miss it.
So we are of course planning towards even making the hostel space completely Wi-Fi driven. Currently it is connected to an optical fiber that runs to the network, and each room has an internet point. We're trying to move towards a completely Wi-Fi campus. We have some news on the sports front, which again I'm not sure whether you are familiar with something called the Inter-IIT Sports Competition.
Yeah.
Right? So I have some news. I don't know whether you will welcome it or you will feel bad about it, because it's a change of tradition. We used to coming first from the bottom in the Inter-IIT. Times have changed for last 2 years, and the first time in 50 years, IITK is the topper in the Inter-IIT sports. So 2013 as well as 2014. The general Inter-IIT championship was won by IIT Kanpur. In fact, we also have what is known as the Inter-IIT Sports Staff Sports Meet, and that also was won by IITK in 2013. In 2014, we came second. So, in terms of developments on the academic and research front, the story will be very long, but what I'll do is I'll briefly mention some new upcoming or planned projects which will see the light of the day very soon. Some of them are funded by the Union Ministry or the specific ministries. For example, the Department of Atomic Energy has funded a unique national aerosol test facility at IIT Kanpur. This would be a unique facility. It is not present anywhere, and I think it is not present across large parts of Asia and Europe. This kind of aerosol test facility, it will basically be designed to test situations which will happen when there are accidents or hazards due to nuclear accidents, nuclear radiation, those kinds of facilities. Then we are going to start Flexible Electronics Center or the Flexitronics Center. This is based on the funding given by the Department of Electronics and Information Technology. A unique thing has happened for the first time. The Government of India is giving a grant of the tune of 130 crores to a single institute for a single project. This has never happened earlier. So we're going to get 130 crores for the flexible electronic center, and it is now going to take shape very soon. And we are hoping to create flexible panels, flexible surfaces on which circuits can be printed, so that whether you are wearing a watch or whether there is a rooftop, anywhere you can get solar cells, you can get memory devices, you can operate sensors, those kinds of things will be possible to do. So again, it's a unique center in the country. Of course, in Europe and US, these things are already in place in terms of research labs, though not so much in the popular market. So we are hoping to catch up what India missed in the silicon generation. We are hoping to catch up in the organic generation, that is the flexible electronics. We are going to expand the guest house. Currently, we find that the guest house runs out of space very soon, and often our activities have to be curtailed. So we're going to expand the guest house. The extension center in Noida is going to be inaugurated pretty soon, sometime in July or August. So IIT Kanpur will have an extension center in Noida. The construction is in full swing, and hopefully some of the activities, including alumni activities, can then be run from there also. The last thing that I want to mention is a research complex. So we are creating a building which is a very huge building, 15,000 square meters, which will not be allocated or assigned to any specific department or any specific academic program. This building will be used only for carrying out sponsored projects. Any faculty member in the institute that gets a large funding, especially if it involves more than one department, he will get a space for say 3 years or 5 years for the duration of the project to use that space for executing that project, and it will be available on a competitive basis inside the campus. So we have not seen this kind of concept evolve in the country, and hopefully IIT Kanpur will be pioneer in that sense also. And if this catches up, I'm sure other institutes will try to follow suit. With these words, I would like to end by stating that we reaffirm our commitment for greater engagement with our alumni. We look forward to you as equal stakeholders in ensuring the glory of IITK and trying to take it to greater heights. Thank you.
Is not a batchmate, but more than a batchmate to us. She is like a daughter. Akanksha. Then 70012. Archana hasn't been able to come. So look at Archana. 70018. Amrish.
नाम
Sorry, 6.
counted by number jump.
Amrish and Indra. They have come from Bangkok.
Go with your director.
And I'll come later on, so we can come down here.
That's okay. Come on there.
Myself and my 70021. Anil Kelkar. Wife's name? Lalit. Kelkar. And then 70021. 033 Anshumali.
Yesterday नहीं है अभी तक हम एक ही करते हैं शाम तक ये जल्दी जल्दी का भी चाल बहुत ढीला हो गया है
70049 Arvind Agarwal.
Quite bored with the whole thing. About that.
पहले मिल गया वापस मिल
7050 Arvind Gupta.
The man with a young heart.
70062 Ashok Danekar. Seven zero zero six six.
No, we used to call him much resentment. ऐसा चलता है ना
70072 Baldev.
बलदेव क्या नाम है गुरुजी AKA गुरुजी
70083 Vivas Kumar. Seven zero zero 84 Vinay Jain.
अलग अलग हो गए
70086
बड़े खुश है यार
Chakresh Jain.
यार ये RF में आ जाएगा दिल्ली अलग बैठी है कमांडर इन चीफ टाइप का
70095 Deepak Mohini.
Yeah, I've been telling you since 17.
Maybe double today.
70113 Ram Rupal.
It's an unusual name, yeah.
Tirupati Subbarao. Hemant Gokhale, your roll number has been erased from IIT.
So it's all the more necessary for you to come in. You should not be forgotten.
Yeah.
It's getting late.
But were you in IIT with us? 701 Jagannath. Janardhan Pillai. Seven 70147 Jatinderjeet Singh Balla. One 151 Paul Joseph. Paul flew in a day earlier from Chicago and is going back. He just come here for the reunion. 70168 Madhav Bhavnagar. Madhav and Urmila.
That's right. Yeah.
70172 Mahesh Fadnis. Pradeep Dipti. There are some names here who have registered but they haven't come, but I'll read it out anyway. So the next name is 702 Prakash Mulbage. He hasn't come here. And then 70224 Ram Parashu. Parashuram, yeah, Parashuram. The next name is 70233 Raghavendra Mathur. He isn't here and he's got a room number here. So 148. So who is the partner? Who is the partner? Mathur here? 148. Okay. Then 70250 Rajendra Kalyanpur.
At least, yeah.
70276 Ranveer Bose. Ranveer is doing well, and he's another person who's coming from the US just for this.
Yeah, Mac came all the way from Singapore also.
Sorry, Mac keeps coming.
Take him for granted.
I think that he's here.
We take him for granted.
Yeah.
We'll give it to him.
70298 Sanjay Banerjee.
Yeah, Sanjay. He's standing for election.
Thank you, Mon.
70319 Shekhar Murthy. 70326 Shamago Mukherjee. I can again come down to him. And I dare to take a name.
Well, it's all but obvious that he has some interesting name.
70328 Ronak Chodhan.
There's a gap here. Without a gap. अरे भाई तेरा फोटो लिया नहीं भाई वापस
70329 Som Prakash, I don't think he's here. 70330 Somnath Ghosh.
and 360
Where is Somnath?
so brother is the store
Somnath and Sharmila Ghosh.
there you come
70339 Sudhir Nanda is here.
He's not here. He's making arrangements for the evening.
I'll take it for it. Yeah. Then 70342 Sudhir Javeri.
सबको बुला लेंगे
where the kid
बच्चों को भी
होगा first time.
70351 Sunil Mahajan.
watch out
Photo.
smile yeah
Not after. He's a specialist on Sujo. Anybody?
I didn't like it. I first to madam. Okay.
70358 Suresh Chaudhary.
big man
Suresh and Nilima Chaudhary. 70367 Timila Yami.
the other spouse yeah
Timila, 1 minute.
Next time
Vinny is on the way. He's coming.
45 minutes. Yeah, you have to make sure.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I bring her your good wishes.
70378 Viresh Mathur.
आ जाएगा बिल्कुल विजय भी है ना उसके पहले
Vijay Priyodan. There are a couple of ways which they are here, but it's missed. I just Sushil Biani. They are S, so let me complete that.
Photo.
70389 Vikram Murthy.
Bagav Mokre.
Very thankful to Illuminati Association for arranging such a wonderful event for us. Wonderfully done.
Sudhir, we are all intoxicated because of you.
You wait for the evening? Thank you, Sudhir.
Then 70393 Vinod Gupta. Vinod and Rakesh. 70402 Yatin Sagar se. Seven zero four zero three Yatin Natkani.
चाय देना चाय चाय चाय
A.R. Harish is the Dean of Students and Professor of Electrical Engineering. And on the right of Dr. Harish is the well-known Professor Manindra Agarwal. He's our polynomial man, and he's the Professor of Computer Science and Dean of Faculty Affairs. So, if you have any questions, please shoot.
For the last 5 years, the new faculty has come, new buildings have come, new labs have come.
Okay, the buildings
how
part.
many deans are there?
Okay, we have the deans are Dean of Faculty, Dean of Students, Dean of Academic Affairs, Dean of R&D, Research and Development, Dean of Infrastructure, and I'm Dean of Resources and Development. So 6 deans.
In our time, there was only 1 dean.
Yes. And hostels, hostel number 12, Bhumi Pujan has been done, it is underway. And you can see the girls' hostel is completely gone. Timila will be missing her room.
Yeah, don't rub it in here.
And we have the GH tower is there in front of the new GH. Our hockey field is now the new GH. So they will be called Hall 6 ABC. So, and then if you go on the other side, you can see the academic area has expanded all the way to the airstrip. Yesterday in the tour, I showed you the research complex, which is coming up, the big building, which Ajit Chaturvedi, the deputy director, mentioned this morning. And we have, of course, beyond that was the flight lab. And some of the new other buildings which you may see is that the new SAC, which you have seen, which was not there in 4 days. And 9, 10, 11 hostels I have shown you yesterday. And we have Sampton Center, Department of Biology, the new Computer Science building, Rajiv Motwani building, the Environment building, which is the 5-star, and there is a SIDBI Center for Entrepreneurship, and the Wintel facility, which is very old now, 15 years I think, but still not nowadays. These are some of the basic features. And L18 and L19 are being constructed. L18 and L19. And so the guest house will have a new wing that I think Ajit Chaturvedi has already mentioned. When you come next time, there will be no lawn and it will be a 7-story annex to the guest house.
This L18 was the same complex?
Nearby, yes. Nearby. And maybe you can add something now.
Now, in undergraduate, we have about 830 students. So our total students.
Your mic is not working.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Okay, I just have to increase my volume. Now we have about 6,500 students in total.
What is the total budget of IITK? Annual budget?
Around 400 crores.
400.
I just wanted to ask, we saw the new buildings coming up and they were very impressive. But what about the maintenance of the buildings which are already there, like the hostels and L7 and L6 also?
Maintenance, as a Dean of Infrastructure is not there.
The infrastructure is quite kind of a peculiar or strange situation that the institute finds itself in. We are almost all our funding comes from the government. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is. Okay, yeah. So our more than 90% funding comes from the government, and it comes in 2 blocks: plan and non-plan. The plan means you can create new things with that money. Non-plan means you can maintain the existing things, pay salaries and so on. Now the non-plan grant component is very small. particularly once you take out the salaries and pension, it leaves very, very small amount of money for us to play around with. Whereas plan grant is reasonable. So we can use plan grant to build new things, which is what you see. But we have a problem with the non-plan grant, which allows us to maintain the existing thing, and that's where we are struggling a bit. So that is why you see this situation that we are in.
Yeah, we are a bit emotional because we started our learning from L7, all the great lectures we had and all that complex there. So we feel a bit bad, seeing that it's been a bit neglected with terrible audio system and acoustics. In fact, I can volunteer to fix your thing because, yesterday we just couldn't hear anything. So these are not very, it doesn't cost a lot of money. It's just someone has to think that it's bad and to fix it. Not much, we just have a slightly better audio system.
Yeah, but designed by in fact, there was a reasonably ambitious plan to revamp L1 to L7. They are all at the same time. Things are, they don't have modern facilities, projection facilities, others, audio system, as you said. So there is a plan in a file, but it is still lying there because of the shortage of funds in the maintenance part of the institute.
How much is the corpus? How much is the corpus?
Corpus is around 200 crores at the moment, but most of it is designated for specific purposes like chair funds or scholarships and other things. So we can't use it generally for other things, right?
I just wanted to add that the plan grant also has been cut by 15% this year. So we had a couple of projects like the Noida complex where the guest house is ready, but we need 2 more buildings. So to start the extension center, or the international house, because we are trying to get more international students, and there are some issues of international students staying in the hostels. Now, there were 2 views on it, whether why should an international student stay in a separate hostel? Well, we were thinking of terms of an international house where the international visitors can come and stay, so that they can be more comfortable the first week, 2 weeks, and then if they want, they can move with the other students or the other faculty. It's a future plan. So these 2 buildings also, I said, will be cut as far as my time is concerned. So as Marin says, we are seriously in trouble as far as the maintenance are concerned, but also the new things which we have planned, 1,000 crores in the next 5 years. If the government cuts every year 15%, then things will look very different.
Why are you thought of creating an alternate campus at Noida? Why not to expand in this area only?
The reason was that a number of special things, activities, which is, for example, short-term courses or startups from IIT, which started at IIT Kanpur by IIT Kanpur students and alumni. For many of these activities,